How come I thought sexy, but you just a thought? I crossed the street trying not to get caught. Keys between my knuckles and rocks in my pocket as I'm repping my lucky locket. Going home faster than a rocket, but we need to stop this, because this is not how it should be. Do you feel me?
We're here today organizing a protest for the end of rape culture and violence against women because of things that have been happening in Montreal recently.
We live in a society where victim blaming is systematically ingrained. No short skirts are allowed in school so the boys aren't distracted. Clothing can be used as an evidence of consent in court. Regular parts of the body, such as legs and shoulders, are deemed sexual and provocative. So don't tell me my body is a temple.
Il y a beaucoup de divisions qui se créent aussi. Pourquoi?
Pourquoi? Parce qu'on veut les mêmes droits, on veut...
Non, parce qu'en ciblant quelque chose qui est mauvais, je ne sais pas si c'est nécessaire, mais actuellement avec les mouvements, ça cible aussi toujours un méchant ou quelqu'un qui est malin. Et ça fait en sorte de bon versus good versus evil, nous contre eux, et ça fait un...
That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring people together under a common cause that should be everyone's cause. Because we just want equal rights. We want justice.
Because I'm asking what rights that somebody would have,
As a man versus a woman, you mean?
Sure.
Okay. When you walk home at night, are you scared? Are you scared that you'll be attacked because you're a woman, because you look pretty, and because of what you're wearing? Because every time I go home at night, I have to be worried about my safety because of what I look like and because I'm a woman. And that's...
No, it's not. Every single woman.
Every single woman
My girlfriend
in your
doesn't
life
say
will
that.
tell you the same thing.
Asked her that question?
But that's also quite subjective, because that's also assuming that all women feel the same way.
Guys, we're giving him way too much attention. We're going to move on from this. I'm sorry, sir, but this is not the point here. We're trying to make a difference, and this is not your platform. I've been promoting it a lot, and we've been talking about it, and many people have mentioned it, so I'm hoping that people will show up more. I think that there's a big sense of apathy because things don't change, and it's hard to provoke change, and so people always think it's not going to make a difference if I show up, I shouldn't go, I don't have time, anything like that. The real answer is if you don't do it, no one else will, so people just need to take to the streets and try to make a difference, because I think we all deserve a change, and we all deserve to not live in a society where we're scared for ourselves just because we're women.
And they kind of alluded to more subjective and theoretical ideas rather than like representations of rights. For example, I feel unsafe when I'm in the dark outside alone, or I don't know, whatever else that it's subjective, right? And the right, no one has a right to walk outside and like feel a certain way. That's just a subjective thing. We do have a right, say, to prosecute somebody who attacks us, and if you're a woman and you get attacked, you could prosecute the person who does that just as a man can. So that's why I'm trying to wonder. I'm wondering what they even mean, but I don't think they understand necessarily what they mean themselves by rights. That's all.
A group chat on Telegram where 3,000 people were exchanging private pictures, sexual pictures of women without their consent, and some of them minors even. And so there's a ongoing police investigation, but we want to raise awareness, to make change for women, against misogyny, against this whole culture here. So we really want to make a difference.
Well, that's not good, right? Those people should be prosecuted, right? They should be brought to justice.
So you think just the message should be better presented and better explained?
Well, the way it comes across too is like, she even says angry women will change the world. Angry women will create more division, which we don't need in our society. Angry women aren't necessarily the type that you imagine having a discourse and exchanging points respectfully, right? You think of them more as somebody who's kind of forcing their opinion onto you, as demonstrated by them, who as soon as they saw that I presented their points as not like legitimate points, as being subjective, all of a sudden they dismiss me. Well, that's kind of the angry woman vibe.
Because every single woman in your life that you ask will have a story of when she felt unsafe, when she felt violated, when she felt abused. It happens all too often, and it always goes under silence, or nearly always. And when women do denounce, it happens rarely, and it is nearly impossible to get a verdict, to get a conviction, and women have to get dragged through the mud. They have to be insulted and ridiculed in public to be able to actually do do something about it, and the answer most of the time is, well, you shouldn't have sent nudes in the first place. And considering that is not accurate, and that's something I've heard my entire life, I think we really need to make a change.
I'm here because I want us to change the discourse. Stop shaming our girls into thinking they actively need to protect themselves from men. Because when a woman is victim of sexual harassment or abuse, they will think they're responsible. Teach men that they cannot act upon impulses, that they're well-developed being capable of being rational. Punish them if they act otherwise. Scare them by convicting rapists and pedophiles to harsh and long sentences. Don't diminish the impact of sexual harassment, catcalling, forceful flirting, and slut-shaming. Because the female body is a temple.